What is up? Workbringer here, and today I'm bringing you my very first Sire Denathrius heroic kill. So this gets me my first. I don't know if you get it multiple times, but this gets me ahead of the curve. So pretty awesome. This took until 5 a.m. one glorious night. It was a lot of fun, and I think it's like why a lot of people like raiding. It was a pug, but I was with this pug for like 5 hours or something like that. So we send the countdown, and I'm going to tank Sire first. That's what it looks like if you keep aggro the whole time. If you lose aggro, he kind of teleports and it feels bad. But I know how to keep aggro on Sire from doing it a million times. It's a big party, so I'm not going to explain like all the mechanics, but like a lot of ads spawn basically, the bigger the party. And it definitely tests my computer's ability to handle Plater with that many. It's very laggy. So I'm taking first cleanse. I'm slammed against the wall, and isn't life grand? Look at this view. You might think, oh, this is like a bug, or like, you know, maybe you shouldn't do it this way. But no, everyone else is in here with me. This is the plan, and now I'm looking into Sire's legs, his knees. And here comes Ravage, so it's time to move. So yeah, that's the point of view of a tank, if you ever wondered. Not everyone tanks Sire that way, but it's what the raid lead wanted, and the raid lead got what she wanted. And I think it's pretty common to like literally be as close to the wall as possible for that. So now my bear friend tank is gonna do his two phases. One person's gonna immune the lions. Again, I'm not explaining the full mechanics, but you can just see what it looks like to Prot Paladin. So it's a bit of a break phase, and the other tank is gonna do his two cleansing pains. He probably has a very similar view to me of Sire's legs, but when you tank him like this, it basically makes the ads all spawn really close together, and you'll see that they omega wipe or die quickly. I'm gonna go clean these two up a little bit, and now we're going to our third Ravage. And I'm going to take Sire back. He does teleport around, kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. But we settle him down here. And I have learned so much about tanking to be able to get to the point where I can tank Sire. And it's pretty stressful and relies on everybody doing things pretty correctly here. You'll see that I Hand of Freedom myself. So I'm the first one there. Feels good. This is called Phase 1, and if you've been ever done this, you're going to get really good at Phase 1, because it's the test. So on the way down, I'm going to take Remornia, which is the sword, and the bear is going to take Sire. So I taunt it, and I horsey all the way over here. I think I beat the bear. That feels good. So I'm first on the scene over here. And so I have the sword, he has Sire. And what's going to happen is someone killed an ad, so there's those little red circles on the ground. If you touch one of those red circles, you die. I die, it's fairly likely the raid wipes, and I've done this a lot of times. You can touch nothing. Those circles come out every time an ad dies, and if you touch them, again, you get blown off the side, and you will probably die. We get sucked in, we go through the mirror immediately. I have Remornia now. Bear still has Sire because Sire has not taken, hasn't done Racking Pain yet. And we are settling. However, the stressful part is not over because the ads keep dying. I hate that part. I don't even know if I'm going to do Sire again. I don't really care now that I've done it once. So this is called something ridiculous. And if you stand in those red lines, you will die. One shot. And if you step on the red circles while the red lines are happening, you will also die. And it's this itty bitty platform here, and there's other things happening as well. And you can't point Sire towards the raid because that would be bad, because he does this big frontal. Couple things to manage his tank, those are mainly them, and we're jumping back and forth between the mirrors, which from my point of view you actually can't see what's happening, but there's ads on these different wings, and we're killing the melee ones here that I can see. And then there's two on the side that mostly range kill. Every time they die, you'll see that a little pool spawns on the ground. Again, if you touch those pools, it's over. You're pretty much dead. So we have the pools plus the red lines. Again, if any of those touch you, you're pretty much dead. So it's a pretty stressful little dance that happens, and then you gotta go back through the mirror. And this whole time is that this is a bit of a variable. It's not like a given. It depends on how fast they phase him, and the raid lead's calling out like what she wants us to do, to hold DPS, to push DPS, and yeah, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna relieve the bear of Sire. I'm taking some hits to the back, which is sketch, but I'm geared enough to survive it. And we're into phase 3 pretty much. It's really phase 2 continued. We've just moved to the other side. And I'm going to give the frontal, which debuffs this little melee person here. We're going to have murder or whatever this is called. Don't get hit by the red. Don't stand in the red circles when the ads die. There can be very bad overlaps. And I have died many times to them killing like 2 ads at once, and there's literally nowhere for me to go. And I'm just like, well, GG guys, and I get blown off the side and die. So, Hand of Destruction, number 3 is that? 3 or 4, I forget. And looks like I have Sire, and I can't tell if the raid lead's gonna start telling me that something's gonna die. But I'm gonna give the Racking Pain to the ad, but it doesn't matter. See, and then those circles, you touch those circles, you is dead. Hand of Destruction, now we're phase 3, right? Now we're phase 3, and Sire comes into the middle. And what we have to do is kind of bring him to the side. Well, first of all, dodge this nonsense. Do I die? I forget if I die on this run or not. I think I do and get rezzed. I'm very, this is it. Oh, you can see it. This is 4:50 a.m. and I'm very tired. And I tell the raid lead that this was like going to be one of my last runs. That's what we all say. But anyway, we're kind of supposed to be on that skull mark, but this is going to be fine too, especially because we're about to phase out and leave. So Hand of Destruction again. I have Sire here. This should be fine. And I have to turn him around because when he does Shattering Pain, he blows the whole raid back in the direction I'm facing. My back is facing, more or less. Anyway, that's the way that I think about it. And it served me well to get to this part. So Ravage is going to take 1/3 of the platform, this one, and you can't stand in that anymore. So this is the Enrage here, more or less. You can't stand in that red. It just does crazy ticking damage like you'd imagine. We get knocked back pretty perfectly. I wish I could charge forward like that. That would be cool. I take Sire back. This tank likes to tank him facing the other way, and he goes flying into like the red all the time. So I'm like, we've had this discussion before. I'm like, don't do that. So I take him and point him this way. I think I die, don't I? I feel like I die in this run. I really don't remember. I've done this like 100 times. So this is a little bit sketch placement, and you see me trying to like kind of scoot him back, but I don't want to take aggro from... Oh, he got it. Okay, he moved him back. That's good. It does want me to taunt, but the score and stack is okay. We're both pretty geared. We're both about 215, 216. So we're at gear for this place. Like, we're not going to die to like, you know... A lesser geared tank, you got to do the taunt like constantly. We really don't have to worry about that too much. So Hand of Destruction tells us what we're going to be doing, and so we're going to be... I don't know about that skull marker. I've decided, and the tank's decided to, that's like the furthest you can put him, and like that's a super ideal placement in my opinion. So Ravage is gonna come out and Shattering Pain. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna get pushed back, woo, like that. I probably shouldn't have taken it in the back, but I did. Okay, so our tank is co-tank has decided to go over there. That's fine. That works too. And, oh, Hand of Destruction, never mind. Sire has told us that we're going to go back this way. And so this is the chaos phase. This is the push phase. Okay, so the tank wants to really take him back over. That's fine, whatever. Just get over there. Oh, sketch. Sketch. See how, like, he wasn't all the way back? So it's not great. So I do need to taunt at this point. I'm taunting, just to relieve him of the stacks. You see, I have no stacks, basically. And we are in the make or break phase that many people get to. I think I just outright died as something. I don't know what. Probably this pushback or something. I forget. I do die though. 4%. A lot of people get this far and die. It's very easy. This raid has done that multiple times. I don't know what I'm doing here. But it looks pretty stable. I don't remember exactly how I'm going to die. But Hand of Destruction. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. I think our raid lead is dead at this point. I don't remember. But we're so close, so we're gonna get pushed back. I have a lot of stacks of Scorn. How am I not dead? I must die in the red. Okay, so this is hard in Rage. Hard in Rage. I really wish I had my immunity so that I could keep fighting with my friends here, but I die. I have a Soul Stone, but they get him because that's a tanky bear. That bear has full health. And there were some healers, but tanky bear, we get it. Ahead of the curve. And people are like screaming and crying because, you know, I actually haven't really experienced this before as well. But the raid lead, she was extremely happy to have led her first AOTC. I think almost everyone, the majority of people here, this is their first time killing Sire. It's my first time killing him as well. So we all get the achievement. And we all, as pretty much adults, decided to spend way too much. Like, some people are like, I have to go to work in an hour, but it was worth it. And, you know, it's 4:55 a.m. and this is what I did. And did I loot already? I forget. I get like a conduit. Like, that's cool. I just want the AOTC so I can be 10. Honestly, so I can be 10 out of 10 on Raider IO. And to have done it is pretty cool. It's rather stressful. I don't really care about the loot here. Oh yeah, I get Light Sparting. That's going to be dope actually when I get the third Pelagos conduit. I'll take that. That's like Divine Seed goes way longer. It's very, very nice. And yeah, just happy to see the raid, you know. I don't think I'm going to ever clear Mythic Sire. But this was quite the experience. And at this point, I'm 9 of 10. So all I need is Stone Legion Generals. And I know that fight very well. It's just about doing this. Getting a group, and it's like, who wants to do this for 4 hours and be pretty good? So I'll see you on the next video. Peace.